Hello students, welcome to Vijayata IAS Academy. Myself Lenin Khaki, and I have been in UPSC field almost 7 years, and I have been teaching geography and science and technology for UPSC. Okay, so in this video we will see with respect to geography how the questions are being asking from geography in both prelims and also in mains, and we'll also see the trends regarding this prelims, how the questions have been asking and from which topics the questions have been asking, and also we'll see how we have to deal with the questions. Okay, so let's see the prelims trends with respect to geography. So if you see trends in prelims, if you see from 2023, around 14 questions have been asked from geography, and around 2022 around 13 questions they have been asked in prelims from geography. So if you see, for the last 10 to 12 years on an average you are getting more than 10 plus questions from the geography. But if you see, in between these couple of years the number of questions have been reduced, but in the recent trend, if you see after 2019, the number of questions once again have been increased from geography, especially in prelims. Okay, so and we will see now especially from which topics also these questions have been increased and how they are asking the questions in prelims also, and we'll also see how to deal these questions in the prelims. Okay, so if you see, there are different topics in geography like geomorphology, climatology, okay, earth related system, solar system, all these things are there with respect to world geography. And also with respect to Indian geography, we have to deal with certain topics like physiography of India, drainage system of India, soils of India, like that. There are different topics are there in this geography. So according to our analysis, in the last 10 years there are certain topics from which the UPSC has been asking more questions every year and also repeating certain types of questions every year. For example, if you see world mapping, if you see world mapping, okay, in the last 10 years more than 20 plus questions have been asked from world mapping in last 10 years. Means on an average, if you see from the world mapping topic we are getting around 2 questions, more than 2 questions we are getting. Similarly, from Indian mapping also around 17 to 20 questions have been asked in the last 10 years. Means here also if you can see, more than 2 questions have been asked from Indian mapping perspective also. So on an average, if you see from mapping itself in geography prelims, we are getting 4 plus or minus questions in the prelims. Okay, so more than 4 questions have been asked every year from this geography out of these 10 plus questions. Okay, so mapping is very important for our geography, especially with respect to the prelims. Okay, so apart from this mapping, okay, there are certain other topics also in our syllabus like climatology. If you see from climatology, here also they have been asked around 22 questions in the last 10 years. Means once again more than 2 questions every year are coming from this only single topic, climatology. Okay, so there are a lot of other topics in our syllabus from where they have been asking more questions, like there is one more topic called river system. River system, here also near to 20 questions have been asked in the last 10 years. Means every year if you see, from climatology 2 questions, river system 2 questions, world mapping around 2 questions, Indian mapping system around 2 questions. If you add all these questions, around 8 questions have been asked on an average only from these 4 chapters. Okay, apart from this there are other topics which are also very important like agriculture and resources. Agriculture and resources, around 10 plus questions have been asked from these each topic. Means on an average 1 question have been coming from this agricultural topic, and also 1 question is coming from this resource topic. Resources means there can be different types of resources that are present in India or in the world also. For example, any iron resource or mineral resources okay, or non-mineral resources, metallic or non-metallic, like that they can ask different types of resources. So they are asking on an average one question from these minerals and also from this agricultural topic every year. Okay, so on an average now if you see 8 plus 2, so nearly 10 questions they have been asking only from these 6 topics for the UPSC prelims. Okay, apart from that there are other topics also which we can interlink with either science and technology, or we can interlink with either environment or other topics. Okay, so if we add those topics also, those questions also which are interlinked or interconnected with the different other subjects, then the number of questions from geography will be increased to more than 10, and it will be around 15 questions can come from only geography itself. For example, if you see there is one more topic called as tribals, means broad topic. If I say it is population, in the last 10 years they have asked more than 7 questions from this population, and in this a subtopic will be there, that is tribals. Okay, so if you see the number of questions in the last 10 years, around more than 7 questions they have been asked from this topic of population. And also there are certain other topics like solar system, geomorphology, solar system plus earth formation, around 5 plus questions they have asked. And there is one more topic called as oceanography. Here also more than 10 questions they have asked from UPSC prelims. Okay, and one more topic is there, here also near to 10 questions they have asked. Okay, so if you see like this, from each and every topic, if you see on an average in the last 10 years nearly one question they have been asked. Means we can link these things with other topics also from the UPSC like environment and science and technology. Okay, so if you see exclusively from geography, it will be around 10 questions, 10 plus or minus, and if you link with other topics of UPSC like environment and science and technology, the number of questions will be increased to more than 15 exclusively from geography itself. And if you see in the last few years, the number of questions that have been asked from this geography has been started increasing. Okay, in the last 4 to 5 years the number of questions have been increased. So we have to focus more on this topic, because 15% of the topic or our GS prelims paper is coming from the geography itself. Okay, thank you students.